Hello, you guys. Happy 2019. It's day 2 of a new year, and I'm feeling really inspired, really jazzed up, really empowered. And so I had to hop on here and share with you some of that goodness and some of the lessons that I've gotten over the past couple weeks. So as some of you might have seen in my post today, I did a post on this and I just really want to expand on this a bit more. But this time of year, it's January. We all know what to expect. You are going to be bombarded with all of the messages about diets and meal plans and fitness routines and workouts and how you need to clean up your act and get healthy and all that stuff. And that is great. Obviously, I am someone who loves health and fitness goals. I'm all about it. That's great. But do them because they're going to make you feel good, because you want to take care of your body, because you're more productive or more motivated, we think more clearly, all that good stuff. But don't do them thinking that you are going to love your body if you lose X amount of weight. It simply doesn't work that way. And I am here today to tell you that I need you to work on loving your body right now. Right this very second today. You need to love yourself right here, right now, and stop telling yourself that once you reach this goal weight, like once you lose the 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 30 pounds, whatever it may be, like that is not how it works. You're not going to lose that amount of weight and then start loving your body and then feel happy. It works the other way around, and it's crazy, you guys. And we tell ourselves this with other external things in life, but I think it really, especially for women, is a huge thing with body. We think that we're going to get fit and get this goal body, and then we're just going to love ourselves. And like I said, it doesn't work that way. I tried that for so many years. That was my story for so many years. And when I was at my leanest and on stage competing, winning shows, I still was not loving my body. I was not embodying that. So that is not how it works. I've lived that. And let me tell you guys that when I am in that place of truly living and breathing that love and acceptance for my body in all stages, when I'm truly experiencing that, everything changes, and actually the physical results follow. And I know this because I've been in it, and I've also fallen out of it. And I actually fell out of it over the past couple of weeks. Full disclosure here, you guys know I like to keep it real. I mean, what's the point otherwise if I'm not going to come on here and be real with you guys? But the last couple weeks over the holidays, I definitely saw some things being triggered. I saw some old behaviors flaring up, and I was just kind of like, I'm in a place in my life because I do so much of the personal development work and I coach clients, and we're always working on trading in judgment for curiosity. So I give myself that same grace and that same compassion. So as some of these behaviors were coming up over the past couple weeks, kind of over drinking, overeating, and also that negative self-talk, that negative talk track was coming back up. And I was like seeing it and witnessing it. And now as a coach, from my perspective, I'm like half fascinated, half horrified. But again, giving myself complete grace and just saying, isn't this interesting? Like, what's really going on here? Because any of those self-destructive behaviors, any of those behaviors around food, whether it be binge eating or emotional eating or, just making choices that aren't really in alignment with what you want, it's never really about the food. We know this. It's never about the food. It's about something else going on underneath. So when some of these triggers were coming up over the past couple of weeks, it was also really humbling. Like I was like, oh geez, like I thought I worked through this. Like what still needs to be healed? And really giving myself, like I said, a lot of compassion, a lot of grace, and really just getting curious about it, looking at it as an opportunity to work on something that I hadn't finished working on. And I really think this is such an important thing with your body, with your mindset, with all of this. Like, it's all a journey. Like that's what life is about. All of this is a journey. So fitness and health, it's always going to be a journey. And I always tell my clients, and it's an important reminder for me too, it's not a linear journey. Like you're not just going to keep learning things and it gets better and better and better and better. Like that would be awesome. But a lot of times it's more like we're spiraling and we might take 2 steps forward and then a step back and then 1 forward and then 2 back. And sometimes we are like, oh shoot, like I thought I was further along than this. And you are. We're always learning these things. So I used the last couple of weeks to, like I said, just get really curious and examine, like, why is this coming back up for me? And it hit me. I'm very thankful it hit me. I was not living and breathing and embodying loving my body. And I'm like, okay, if I can't love my body in any state, in a state of feeling a little bloated from too many cookies or whatever it was, if I can't truly love my body in all states, then like, what am I even doing? Then I'm not really living and walking the walk of what I preach. I'm not practicing what I preach. And the craziest thing with this, and this is why I really, really want to bring it to you guys today, is because this is the number one thing you can do to actually find freedom in your body, is start loving it before you think you've hit that goal, and everything changes. It's like magical. When I am in that place, everything just feels more free. I'm not even triggered to like overdo it around food, and my body physically changes. Like there is more going on that we can't see. There's more besides calories and treadmills and all of that. There is a force. Like we are all made up of energy. Like there's more here. It's something bigger. We all know this. We can all feel it. So it's something bigger. And when we send our bodies positive love and energy and all of that, it physically changes, and vice versa. When we're being really nasty to ourselves and talking down to ourselves, I've seen this happen so many times. And this is what came up for me over the last couple of weeks. I was not giving myself love in that department. And I was letting myself feel a little bit bad about some of the stuff I was eating, or thinking it was going to catch up to me. And then guess what? I physically saw it. I didn't weigh myself because I'm not weighing myself. I actually am throwing out my scale this week. I thought it was an okay thing to still have for me, but I just like, it's so useless. Like all it does is tell us our gravitational pull. Like it doesn't, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the scale anyway. So not that I even like saw a fluctuation in weight, because like I said, I'm not weighing myself, but I could feel it. Like it was physically showing up. And here is something like a cool connection that I thought of too, is they've done the studies where talking to plants, you know, if you talk to a plant and you're really kind to it and you sing to it and you love it, like it will blossom and it will bloom. And on the flip side, if you're mean to your plant or you ignore it, it will wither and die. Like they've studied this, you guys, and that's a plant. Okay, so let's think about our bodies. Like what are we saying to our bodies, and what is that going to turn into physically? Like if a plant will wither and die from you being mean to it, how about what you're doing in your head all day, every day, when we're scrutinizing and picking apart our bodies and feeling like they're just not enough and we're not enough? Like what happens? Of course it shows up physically. It's gonna show up physically. And when we can change that conversation, like I said, everything changes, and I've lived and breathed this. Actually, last year, the holidays were like a really solid, strong point for me. Most of last year, I was just really in this good stretch of really embodying that self-love. But again, like for me, it's like, okay, if a few pounds do creep on, why is that being challenged? So that's something personal that I am looking at and working on. And I realized like, oh yeah, I've fallen out of the true self-love and self-acceptance in any state. And yeah, when you can do that and trade that in and start to love your body where you are at today, it's okay if you want to change it and keep working towards stuff. But again, do it in an empowering way. Don't think that when you lose X amount of weight, then you're going to start loving your body. Because if you can't love it here, now, today, no amount of weight loss or toning up is going to change that. I mean it. I promise. So start today. If you can't find love for your body, then just find appreciation. Like appreciate that you woke up this morning and that your heart is beating and there's air in your lungs and you have eyes and ears and functioning limbs and you have a body. Just start with appreciation if you can't start with love. Just find the best feeling you can towards your body and start to dismiss all of that negative self-talk. When it pops up, catch it, reprogram, rewire. And yeah, so this was a little bit all over the place. I am going to be on here more frequently with videos. I'm really excited. I'm actually building a team. So showing up in video a lot more this year is a big priority of mine. And I will finally be able to do that and not managing my whole business myself and wearing every hat. So that is exciting. If you like this video, let me know and I will see you guys soon.